Hey, I hope you like pockets because this bag has a ton of them. This is the Harvest Label Code of Bell Double Name Project 2 backpack. It's very special. It's got a lot happening, and we are going to talk all about it. My name is Roland from Rushfaster, and at Rushfaster we do guides and walkthroughs bringing you better gear and better ways to carry. So let's talk about this. This is a collaboration between two brands, the sort of heritage, almost vintage Japanese label, Harvest Label, and then of course Code of Bell, who we all know and love. We've done a lot of Code of Bell videos on this channel. Check it all out here. So this is their second collaboration, and it harks back to the Harvest Label designs of the 90s. It's got sort of an outdoorsy vibe, sort of a futuristic vibe. It's kind of a travel backpack. It's kind of an everyday backpack. It's kind of almost a gym bag. There's a lot to talk about here. I'm pretty excited about it, so let's get stuck into the dimensions. So this bag measures in at 37 by 46 by 19 centimeters, and it has a 30-litre capacity, and it weighs 1.3 kilos. Now, the weight is probably about on par for what you would expect of a bag of this capacity. It is made of a 100% waterproof recycle eco pack, which is part of the reason it is a little bit lighter. Very durable, nice and sustainable. And then on the bottom here, you have a reinforced 700D nylon. So that's going to be a little bit tougher. That's the area where it's going to hit the ground. It's going to maybe scrape a little bit. You're going to get more wear. So that's why they've used the 700D nylon there. So as the name suggests, this is the second collaboration between Harvest Label and Code of Bell. And this time they have taken inspiration from one of their 90s backpacks, and it is called the HJH 4020 backpack. So that was an iconic backpack, and it was inspired by the MA1 bomber jackets, and you'll see little sort of cues from that jacket throughout. So that's the inspiration for this backpack. And what Code of Bell have done is taken inspiration from that Flyers line of backpack that Harvest Label put out and added all of their own sort of touches to it. So it's very clear, if you are familiar with the history of both of those brands, when you're looking at it, you can sort of see, oh, that's from this label, and oh, that's from that brand. So let's have a little bit of a walkthrough of the features on the external side of the pack, because there are quite a lot. You can see that there's these compression straps here with fidlock buckles, and you can cinch those down. That's going to keep your load sort of nice and compressed. It's going to keep your water bottles, or in my case, your umbrella, nice and secure. These fidlock buckles are magnetic release, so they slide in and out quite easily, but they remain very firmly secure. That's one of the advantages of fidlock. These are also fidlocks, but they're a slightly different action. Again, snap right into place and come off really easily, but then when they are attached, they're very reliable, so that's not going anywhere. And these front lashes here are removable by G-hook, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Elsewhere, we have a grab handle on the bottom, a grab handle on the top, padded foam on the back for support with some mesh, luggage pass-through, firm foam in the shoulder straps. These are a nice thickness and a nice width. They're contoured, they sit quite comfortably. There's also an adjustable sternum strap. You can move that up and down depending on how you like to wear it. And then some D-hooks as well. These are adjustable, and they also have strap keepers as well. So you can carry everything nice and neat. And that is good because there is quite a lot happening. This is quite a comfortable bag to carry. It's one of those harness systems that really feels like it's sitting on you and it's sort of giving you a nice hug. Here's what it looks like. For reference, I'm 177 centimeters and 68 kilos. And I think it looks really cool. I think that it wears well, it's quite comfortable, even packed out like this when it's quite heavy, but it's a pleasure to wear. Okay, so that's all of the strapping features. Now let's look at some of the pocketing on the outside. First up, we have the water bottle pocket. Now, this is a 750ml water bottle, which I've got in here. If I just undo these fidlocks. You could probably go slightly larger. There is a gusset there and some stretch into the pocket, so if your water bottle is maybe up to a litre, depending on the size, that's not going to be a problem. And there is a little drain hole there as well, so if you get any sort of sand or moisture in there, it gives it a way to get out. On the other side, another water bottle pocket, but this time I am using it with a blunt metro umbrella. And same again, I'm able to just slide that in there. Same features, gusseted, elasticized, and also with the drain hole. And up here we have a D-hook, and I've been using the fidlocks to secure that umbrella. So when it is in, because it's a little bit bigger than the pocket, I know that it's not going anywhere. So that's a feature that I really like, because if I can keep the umbrella on the outside, it makes it easier to grab when it's raining, and it's not taking up space on the inside. I've got two water bottle pockets, may as well use them, right? Now, if we unlatch these ones here, we have access to some of the external sort of quick access pocketing, I suppose, but also sort of admin sort of panel area. There's a lot here. So this one at the top opens up with magnets, and you can see there's some laser cut rubberized sort of material there. On the top here we have some elasticized webbing. This can be removed, it can be tightened. This is really good if you need to sort of stick maybe a jacket in there, or I don't know, like a yoga mat even. Anything you like, you could sort of put in there. Keeps it up, out of the way, but also secure. And then under here, if we open this up, we get full access to sort of their external quick access pocketing, but then also sort of they've done this as an admin compartment. So a lot of organization going on here, and a lot of zippers. This top flap has this Hyperlon laser cut flap, which I am yet to discover its use. So let me know in the comments if you know or what you would do with it. It might just be to look cool, it might be a nod to some history that I'm not aware of, but it's not causing me any issues, so I'm happy with it. This is a magnetized latch, so it'll keep closed when it's not in use, but quite easy to open. And this goes down about a palm deep. And all I'm keeping in there at the moment is my samurai sword, but you can already see little glimpses of this really cool ripstop camouflage orange. I think that's a nice touch. When an interior liner is bright like this, like really bright, I find that it can often be a little bit much on the eye. So I like that they've added some texture with the different shades of orange. I think that gives it some interest, and it makes it just sort of a little bit less overpowering. So I'm a fan of that, and it's obviously likely a nod to the MA1 bomber jackets that they're taking inspiration from. Over on this side, we have another zippered pocket. This one goes the whole length of that front panel, and inside here is where I'm keeping my keys, because there's this little detachable magnetic key latch. So that's a good spot for keys. There is quite a bit of room in there. You could probably throw in a sunglasses case if you would like, or something else that the keys aren't going to scratch up. So that's there. And then on the other side, we have these two half pockets. So these are completely separate. They don't go into any other pocketing, and they have their own independent volume. So in one side, I am keeping the Alpaka Bifold wallet and my AirPods Pro with the Horween Nomad case. Again, these are about palm sized, good for probably keeping sort of single items or little things out of the way. But that is how they have chosen to organize their sort of quick access slash admin panel. So I think that's really interesting, because it is a lot of organization, and I think that it's the kind of organization that you would have, or that would suit you, if you know exactly where you want to put things, and you just know that you're going there for your keys, or you're just going there for your AirPods. That's always going to be that AirPod pocket. So it is really interesting. Now, if we close this hood up again for just a moment, we'll have a look at the other quick access pocket on this bag. This one is in the probably more traditional spot of up the back. So when you are sort of on the train or on the bus or whatever, you can sort of get in there like this. And there's enough capacity in there for anything that you would need for your quick access. So this is the place where I would be putting the things that I do need to get quite regularly, and I don't mind if they're all sort of mixed in with each other. Now this hood is actually removable, so let's just take it off real quick. So this is secured by some Velcro and then some hardware and some strapping, and this can come off. So if you're not feeling this or you don't need it, then you can get rid of it. Well, not get rid of it, but you can just put it to the side. But it is going to offer some rain protection, because this is that 100% waterproof material that the eco pack that they were talking about. So that's going to keep the rain out of the zippers a little bit. So if you are in a wet area, then that's going to be handy to have. I do quite like the look of it with the hood on. I think that it adds something, because there is a lot going on, and without the hood, I don't know, I feel like maybe the top looks a little bit more plain. So I like it with the hood, and I would keep the hood on. It's really easy to get in with the hood anyway. So we're moving on now to the laptop compartment. This is a separate compartment here. This will hold up to a 16-inch laptop. Here is my 14-inch MacBook Pro, holds it no problems, and there is a raised bottom, so that is going to offer some protection against some droppage. There's some space in front as well. you'd have no problem slipping an iPhone or some documents, or probably even a few little chargers and hard drives would fit in there as well. And here's a little label, which I think is quite nicely done. The cushioning here is plentiful, though I wouldn't call it particularly stiff or rigid. There's enough that you're getting some structure from the back panel, but between the laptop compartment and the main compartment, not so much. Absolutely not an issue, because this is going to offer plenty of protection for your laptop. That is quite a thick padded sleeve. So before we get into the main compartment, there is one more external pocket that we're going to talk about, and it is right down the bottom. So opening it up, it almost gives the bag this sort of mouth look. And this is their shoe compartment, or gym gear compartment, or just sort of dirty clothes perhaps. This is the Rushfaster Pouch. I'm using it as a packing cube. They come in 3 sizes and packs of 3. You can use them to organize your dongles, store stuff, whatever you like. They currently have size 11 shoes in them, and they fit quite well in the bottom of this sort of pocket area. So that's good for keeping things that might have a little bit of an odor or might be even damp just out of your main compartment. Again, there's that lovely bright camo orange, and to help combat the smell or the moisture, there are some vented areas here, so that's just going to let that sort of breathe a little bit. So that's a great feature. Of course, you could use this for anything you like. It doesn't have to be clothes and shoes, but that option is there if you want it. So that's something that makes this bag quite a good little gym bag, as well as a travel bag. Now we are moving into the main compartment. So let's just undo some fidlocks, ripping open these YKK zips with little Hyperlon laser cut pull tabs. And here we are. So this quilting sort of effect that they've done here, this is padded. And this, I think, is a real nod to that Harvest label MA1 bomber jacket inspiration that they're talking about. I see this in a lot of Japanese style carry products, as well as some of those military clothes. So I think that's a really nice little nod. I'm not sure that it adds a lot of functionality. I think it's purely aesthetic, but given the nod to the history of both of the labels and the brand and what they're being inspired by, I really dig it. So that's really cool. But again, plenty of space in here. I probably could have even fit quite a lot more. I've just got one of the Rushfaster pouches and then also the Rushfaster Tech pouch. But you can see there is quite a lot of volume. And you would expect that from a 30-litre bag, but this does feel quite generous, really, especially given that a lot of the capacity of the bag is used up on that shoe compartment. So to be able to open up this main compartment and still have that amount of room, I think they've done a really great job with the design. On the back, there's a stretch mesh pocket, so you can separate your internal carry. You could probably carry another laptop or some documents in there. And then we have 2 mesh pockets that are stretchy and zippered on this side. And this is good for also some organization. If you were traveling, you could put medication in there. You could put some cables, keep them all separate and also visible. So that is all of the features of the Harvest label Code of Bell Double Name Project 2 backpack. It's just 30 litres of history and fun. And this is a bag that I think is going to be really useful to a lot of people, actually. I think that despite the fact that it is almost a nostalgia piece and that it does have so many kind of crazy features, it's actually quite a usable bag. There is a lot of capacity, there is a lot of organization. I think it looks really cool. It's very well built. Like the attention to detail with things like the padding, you know, and all of the zippers and the fidlocks and the eco pack. Like it's really, really well constructed. The materials are great. Everything feels great. It's a lot of fun to explore. And even though it does a lot and is quite busy, they've made it so that you can sort of neaten it up and carry it sort of the way that you want to carry it. You know, things are removable and you don't have to use every single pocket every time. So this is going to make a great travel bag. It's going to make a great everyday bag. It's going to make a great like work bag, gym bag. It's just one of those bags that somehow hits all of the right sort of key metrics, if you know what I'm saying. So that is the Harvest label Code of Bell Double Name Project 2 backpack, and it's unfortunately sold out everywhere. So I hope you got your hands on it, and I hope you are watching this video perhaps to sort of like relive the joy of experiencing it, or maybe you're just interested in it. But the good news for you is we're going to give this backpack away. So we're going to give it to somebody at random who is subscribed to our email newsletter. So if you're not already signed up, then sign up to the newsletter in the link below. We don't spam you, we send you emails maybe once a fortnight. It's just got the latest carry news, latest carry deals, and all of our videos. So get yourself subscribed to that, and you're automatically in the running to win this limited edition sold out collab backpack that I love, that I would like to keep for myself, but we're giving it away. So there you go. Enjoy it to the lucky winner, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. We are going to have a load more videos. We do giveaways occasionally, so make sure you subscribe just for that. There are heaps of videos coming up on our channel, so we want to make sure that you're seeing them. But until the next time, this was the Harvest Label Code of Bell Double Name Project 2 backpack. It's a mouthful. I've enjoyed saying it several times. Look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. And a quick public service announcement. Unfortunately, the internet and YouTube is still the Wild West. So every time we do these competitions, there are some scammers out there. So make sure that you are only using the link in our description. Don't listen to anybody in the comments. They're not us, and they're trying to do bad things. So only use the official link.